to talk about something related to the new drawing on the wall, which I put up just today. Essentially what I want to talk about is feeling more intrinsically motivated, which is a good thing, but at the same time feeling that well, feeling that I've lost something in terms of like what is going on in school. So yeah. So first of all, I'll start off with intrinsic motivation. I would never say, well, maybe I shouldn't jinx myself or say that, but in the past, I would say I wasn't a very hard worker, and that in school, I definitely thought some work was useless, so I didn't do it. And now, in school, I feel like all of the assignments that I do, I can find some meaning in them, and maybe that's because I chose the classes that I wanted to take. Maybe that's contributing a little bit to that. But I think in general, I feel a lot more internally motivated to get my work done, and like previously I would work hard, really hard, or not really hard, I would work hard, or not even work hard, just be working on something, and then at a certain point I would just like lose focus and like move on to something else. Not move on to something else, but move on specifically to like probably watching something. But now I like am focusing on something and not feeling the desire to like move on, and instead realizing I need to take a break, maybe taking a break and then coming back to it and still feeling like I'm able to get back into it. I also feel like I'm managing my time a lot better. I'm managing my sleep schedule a lot better. And in the job that I have right now, I feel like I am putting quite a bit of effort into it, or at least putting effort into it when to the point where I notice when I'm not putting the effort and I catch myself to like go back to my previous standard, which I think is important. This is not to say that I'm like peak performance or like completely focused all the time. Like that's not true. And I also like, especially during the afternoons, I feel really like tired and I don't want to do anything. Which I'm really lucky to have my art classes like in the evening, which means that I'm like actually kind of excited to like get up off my ass and like do something, versus like the one time that I have my English class in the evening, which is just so boring, like such a boring class. Like all of the work could be done pretty much online, and I feel like I wouldn't miss anything from the instruction. But I mean, it is what it is, and I still see like the utility in it. But yeah, essentially, like, this is a pretty big step forward for me in terms of like being able to like work hard and just monitor my own performance and be able to fix my mistakes. And yeah, so this is the first assignment that I finished for my drawing class. It's just a very simple perspective drawing, and you guys won't be able to see it because my camera is really, really bad. That's fine. Essentially, to sum up, to move on to another topic, to sum up my feelings about community college currently, I feel like I don't have really like a place. Like, I don't have any friends at community college, pretty much. Also because I like show up for classes and I don't stay on campus, or like make any effort to like introduce myself or do things like that, or attend social events. And the one thing that I do feel like I'm doing well at is the classwork. I feel like I'm doing very well. For the classes that require very little creativity and it's just about skill and knowledge and like studying, I'm doing pretty well. And I'm doing, the best you can do in those classes. And well, not the best you can do, but the best you can do for like a normal human being in those classes. And for the creative classes, I feel like I'm pretty engaged and focused, and I feel like I'm doing pretty well. So that's good. And I've gotten the same like validation from my professors. But at the same time, I feel like there's no like I'm not building any relationships or connections, I feel. And obviously, if it was up to me, I wouldn't really care about the connections part, but I feel like the relationships part is pretty important, especially going into like adulthood and stuff like that, to maintain contact with like old friends as well as making new friends. So I should probably reach out to some of my old buddies. Also, something recently that has been happening is that I've been kind of losing motivation for climbing. I feel like pretty weak and I'm not improving, and I feel like I remember when I was so like cocky, I was like, with a V4 barrier, it doesn't exist, but like I am at it, pretty much. I'm at the V4 plateau right now, and I like it. My fingers hurt pretty much every single day, and when I get back on the wall, I feel weak, I feel like uncoordinated, and just not strong enough to do anything that I want to do, and it really, really sucks. But I'm gonna keep pushing forward, and I'm glad that with climbing I at least have some people at the gym that I know I can like just show up and do a session with, and it'll be fine. So overall, I'm feeling good in some areas, and I'm not really worrying about the future too much, which I think is maybe is helping me stay focused on the now and like getting things done. Um, and I feel like I am kind of like just in the present a lot, like just trying to focus on what's going on in the present, which is good. And I feel like there's also something else new in my life. I feel like in the past I had a very specific type of sadness all the time that I can't really quite place right now, but now, yeah, it's sort of a different type of sadness, like a more normal type of loneliness that I feel, yeah, I just feel like it's pretty normal. It's like a very quickly and easily identifiable emotion that I'm feeling, which I don't know if is good or bad or not. I'm just pointing it out. And, I just feel like, I'm just working and studying and going to school and going to my job and, doing the hobby that I have with the time that I have and, doing the occasional, like, watching, YouTube, just like a normal guy. Even got the haircut, which I regret a lot. A lot of people say, like, they like it, but I feel like it's too normal, almost. And I prefer the long hair. And now no one will confuse me for a woman, which is a blessing and a curse at the same time. And just in general, just like walking through life. So that's why I haven't been like really recording anything, simply because my life is pretty much just normal. And I mean, nothing particularly good or bad is going on. So it's kind of like that, it's kind of like that, montage in Normal People after, Connell goes to university, and, you just get the montage of him, like, not really connecting with anybody. He, like, says hi to, like, people, but at the same time, he's just, like, studying and working, and, there's a little bit of sadness in the air, but at the same time, he still gets to see his mom, and he's just working, and, yeah, it kind of feels like that. Definitely is not a glamorous life right now, but I don't know. I do not know. I'm just gonna keep working hard and grinding away, and I'll see ya when I see ya.